Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. Sorry about the long break.
Neal had to burn a quesadilla.
I had to make and consume 2 quesadillas, and they were delicious. They're just cheesy enough with corn tortillas. They were delicious.
Nice.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. So, you have these clothes.
Yep. I'm giving them to Kayla.
Kayla, you now have middle class, like, going out clothes.
Well, I'm proficient in disguise, so I'll hold on to that.
You're an elf or a half elf?
I'm an elf.
These are sized for a human. How tall are you? Are you big for an elf? Small for an elf?
5'2".
Oh, you know what? These might fit you. Let's. Do you have a regular frame, a slender frame? I mean, you are an elf. What is your frame like?
I put it down in slender.
Okay.
But I think that's mostly just because I'm an elf.
Okay.
Have to stuff some pillows into it.
I mean, I have 13 strength, so I'm probably not too thin.
Right.
But...
Right. Yeah, these clothes are going to be a little bit baggy for you, but you know that you might work.
Okay.
You might want to like wear some other clothes underneath it, but it'll mostly fit.
Sure. I'll keep track of that.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So here you are.
So where's the old man?
That way?
They'll probably
Oh, sure.
wander back into camp at some point.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm cycling cameras. It's fine.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, cool.
What the hell, Connor? How come I can't stop your video? Everybody else's video I can force to stop, but your video doesn't have a stop video option on it.
You have no power here.
You have no power here.
Is your video just broken?
No. I've got the power.
He's the
What's wrong?
You can't silence my
He has
video.
the power of the U.S. military.
I can spotlight his video so all we see is Connor.
Hi, Connor.
Well, I mean, that sounds like a great option.
Now we have
Hello,
only
everybody.
bits of pieces of Connor on the stream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
What?
Sorry, we've got slightly distracted here, but I mean, it's Shenanigans. What'd you really expect? You're at the campsite. You found some random
Neal,
clothes.
stop
Everything's
this.
destroyed all around you. What are you going to do now?
God, Neal, why are you massive?
I'm
You
not.
can click on
You just
the
have to
upper
click
right.
gallery view.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go back to gallery view. Sorry.
Damn
I
it,
don't
Neal.
know how Zoom works.
Yeah.
We can just start
Anyway.
spotlighting random people, though, if you...
Oh.
That didn't spotlight. Whoops, that killed the video. I'm just gonna stop, guys.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Connor, you're gonna have to cycle again. I broke everything.
That is a clip for streamer Neal breaking everything.
All right,
All right.
Professional
D&D.
stream.
Hold on,
guys.
it's a
Don't worry,
campsite.
guys. Neal's a professional. He knows what he's doing.
A professional just means you do it for a living. It doesn't mean you're qualified. So you're in a campsite, there's some clothes and everything else is destroyed, and Tersimadoi is going to attack darkness in the morning after the sun comes up. So,
Apparently,
I
I'm maxed now, but okay.
I look into the direction the rock pointed. Do I see the old man?
you see Remeltian.
Is Remeltian sleeping like always?
yeah, let's be honest. He probably just went like 10 feet into the woods and then fell asleep.
He's like lying on his sheep.
Yeah,
Do I know any herbs I can use for narcoleptic people like him
To keep
Like
him
some-
awake or to
keep
put him
him
to
awake.
sleep?
to keep him awake? Of course.
Like
Yeah.
caffeine.
Yeah, man. There's this thing called gnome dust, and it will keep you up.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no.
but no, it's literally just a magical effect that he falls asleep. It's,
But you
But
can.
no- But it's gnome dust.
You could
Yeah, I
taste
mean-
it.
So what he's asking though is, are there any natural things that act as stimulants? And there are things like caffeine in here. Gnome dust actually needs to be refined, but so you could probably find some natural stimulants out in the woods.
So it needs to be lined up.
Well, it needs to be Oh, God.
lined up.
Something to
There's
do
a
with
it has to be
gasoline. Yeah, I don't know how you process that shit.
Just for the record, you were
That's
the
okay.
one who brought drugs up here, Neal.
No, Tersa Madoy was asking for stimulants. He was specifically asking for.
He said narcotic.
He did say narcotics that were stimulants. I am not bringing up drugs this time. It's you guys again.
Okay.
To be fair,
It's the college students who are bringing up drugs all the time.
Remeltian went
College
out in the
students.
woods to find drugs, so you know.
Neal, can I do an herbalist check to find any?
Yeah,
these
give me an
drugs?
herbalism check. Let's see what you got here.
I think we're making camp. Meanwhile,
Yeah, Kyla's gonna find a kind of like just free-ish place to like sleep, lay down.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, natural one.
You know what, Tristan Madoy? You find some mushrooms that totally are supposed to keep stimulate people. Yeah.
Yes, this one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I start picking them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for Hamilton.
Right.
I pick them and come back and start making a brew for Hamilton out of these mushrooms.
He was Hamilton's a big brewer. Yeah. All right.
Ruby at least knows if she puts poison into something. And she intends to.
All right. You now have a tea made out of stimulating mushrooms.
Okay, and I hand this over to Ramiltion and say, drink this before battle. Make you awake, can use spells and be effective, yes?
He just yawns at you and falls back on the sheep.
That time to make
Which it's literally listen, he just has pretty much an unlimited sleep spell breath weapon. So make a
Was
saving throw.
Are you
really?
You're a half elf, right?
Yeah, I have 30%.
Yeah, roll D100 first.
No,
Nope.
Nope.
I fall asleep.
Man, I barely would have saved from that. Well,
Don't you still get a saving throw?
you get a saving throw, right?
Oh, also saving throw? Yeah, okay. Failed, natural one.
Nice.
I probably sleep for like 8 hours.
Yeah.
All right, guys, the geezers are out.
Does the tea just spill onto the grass and it dissolves?
Dude, does it
I
get
guess-
like lost all the tea contents? Or?
Yeah, you guys would drop it, right?
Yeah, he would drop it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's get this watch rotation set up.
Yeah.
I'm going first.
I won't be in the watch because I'm like sleeping.
I can take a watch when it's dark.
You
Like,
don't want the old man in the watch order.
All right, you get the middle, I'll get the last one. Sounds good.
This is good. All right.
Which, by the way, there's a character description that I feel I should say. Specifically, the old man has more wrinkles on his has just so many wrinkles on his face, but 0 bags under his eyes. Completely well rested eyes.
Yeah. He's like super wrinkly.
It's
But not on
totally
his eyes.
weird.
I know, right?
The most youthful eyes you will ever see on an old man.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
no. This is exact description what I wrote. The man has more wrinkles than face, but no bags under his eyes.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. All right.
Yep.
all right, I have middle watch, I guess.
Okay.
Anyway,
Since I can see in the dark and all that.
The night passes uneventfully.
Excellent.
Wonderful. You wake up the next morning. Where's your token? Where's your man? Who deleted the man?
It wasn't
Someone
me this
deleted
time.
the man.
It wasn't me this time.
Audit.
I am on the draw tool, so it couldn't have been me.
Do you need a
I mean,
new
it could have
man?
been deleted ages ago. I have no idea when the man was deleted. Damn it,
I saw
Rock!
it. I saw it earlier.
It wasn't me.
Do you need a new man?
I'm looking for a new man.
I have a token if you want to.
Well, there are a
No,
lot of
it-
tokens.
It
Oh, there we
needs-
go.
There it is. There we
There's
go.
the man.
There's the man.
I mean, I have the same tokens. Human male monk.
Okay, I'm gonna
Is that Big Bad
memorize
King?
in the morning, detect dark side, and cast it.
Dark side.
So describe to me what it looks like when you're casting Detect Dark Side. What is this spell?
So I just start looking up into the sky off to the distance and start scanning the area around me. And it looks like I'm staring out in the distance and like real focus, sensing the force.
Yes, there is darkness near you. It's very near to you. You can feel it reaching out. You feel that it wants to squash you, to squish you, to destroy you. It's near to you. It is in your camp right now.
Hey, little man, are you okay?
Taking this music, Neal.
Dark side close. Dark side close.
Where?
Dark side here. Dark side camp.
All right.
Well, I have a shadow.
I look for the shadiest part of the camp.
I mean, the sun's coming up. Anything, the trees, the woods, anything in the ground, the sun's there's lots of shadows.
Okay.
They're everywhere. They're long.
I just kind of start slowly walking around in place, spinning, just being like, look, the dark side is rotating.
I look around. I mean, I kind of closely look around if I see anything.
By the way, the spell is based on detect evil. So do I detect any evil?
You detect the dark side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's just general dark side around the area.
I
Okay.
mean, so far you've just done a general detection of dark side. How long does detect evil last?
I have to check that. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Do I notice anything closely looking around? So check, I assume.
So it lasts 1 turn plus 5 rounds per level, so
Wow.
50 minutes.
Yeah. There's definitely a darkness in this camp, and as you concentrate and try and find it, your vision drops from the sky and lands on the big bad Kane. You can feel a very evil force emanating from him. You can feel the desire to kill and murder and maim and gain power and glory at the expense of others.
What?
You're Big Bad Kane, you're evil! You're so evil!
I'm a mercenary. I'm neutral.
You know what? You can tell yourself that all you want, buddy, but I've seen what you've done. You are an evil man.
What? These are like droopy gnome children.
Many of your characters are evil. It's okay. I play evil characters too, man. They're fun.
You only play evil characters, Neal.
What did
Roy
he
was
ever
good.
do that it was completely evil?
I can barely remember last week's shenanigan, let alone something else. But I'm
He can barely remember this week's shenanigans,
I'm
and we're
fairly
in the middle of
confident
it.
Big Bad Kane has done some pretty evil shit.
No. The most.
Neal.
I mean, he did attack
Neal.
Rock in the back that one time.
What do you mean Roy was good?
Roy was a paragon of goodliness. But more importantly, Tersimador, you feel evil coming from
Tried
Big
to
Bad Kane.
rob a place and failed horribly. Tried to rob a place. He's pretty sure he massacred a guy just for looking at him.
Roy did no
take
such
out,
thing.
I reach out with my quarterstaff towards him. Big bad, you Big Bad Kane.
That's my name. Oh, that's what they call me.
Dark side, yes, you are.
No. That's only a name that people call me.
Come to the light, you must. Repent your dark deeds.
He pulls out the continual lightstone in his pocket. I have light with me all the time.
I feel like
Keep an eye on you.
Turson was like, oh my god.
Meltian is just like trying to shield himself from the continual light.
Seriously, Neal, the most evil thing he's done so far is, I think, throw a knife as a bowl someone was holding up.
Look, man, your name is Big Bad Kane. Come on. If there's our dark side in the camp, the dark side's coming from Big Bad Kane.
Okay.
All right? Like, you kind of got to live up to your name, okay?
Yeah. And Kyla, I don't think Kyla has actually heard a person.
Both by cover, Neal.
I'm sorry, there were people talking. Who said what?
Go ahead. Uh-oh.
You're judging the book by its cover, Neal.
I'm judging a book by its title, not by its cover.
Title's on the cover, Neal.
Title is different than the cover. The concept of don't judge a book by its cover is don't take a look at the cover of the book and like the artwork that may or may not exist, and then make a decision about the book based on the artwork on the cover. It's not don't judge a book by its title.
Also, Neal, I wouldn't even admit pure evil if I'm not 9th level with this spell.
It's not detect evil, it's detect dark side, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I think Kyla's just
The
wondering.
old man just starts wandering off from this conversation, like going towards the Lupin
I
door.
think we should follow that old man's example and just move on from this. I don't
I
know.
like that.
I don't
Eye
know.
on you, I must. Show you to the light, I must.
Kyla's just wondering why this little green guy is trying to start shit with another party member.
He kind of looks at him like, just starts packing his shit and make ready to leave.
Okay, so during the entire journey, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the Big Bad King.
All right.
He kind of notices if you obviously look at him, he kind of glances weirdly in your direction, like,
I'm watching all the specific movements he makes during our journey. Make sure he doesn't do anything cynical here.
Well, you should probably speak up occasionally and ask Big Bad Kane how he's doing things so we have a good idea of what's going on here.
I mean, he's walking.
But how are you walking? Are you walking evilly?
Oh no, he's going 2 by 2, so he takes 2 left steps and then 2 right steps. That's pretty evil.
That's
Neal,
real.
have you seen that Ministry of Silly Walks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if you want to know, his walk as a 6'6", kind of sketchy looking person, who's kind of a bit hunched over, just a little bit, because he's used from having to hunch over in a lot of places. He just walks like a normal dude.
That's pretty evil.
And
Super
Just as-
evil.
one thing, if you constantly glance at him, he will like, one moment when he's looking away and smiles, notice you're looking, put his hand on a sickle, and quickly puts and then roll his eyes at your reaction.
All right. The party continues along their journey, heading towards the Tempian Range. Are you going to go north around it or south around it?
I think south.
We're going through it. No, just kidding. We're going around it.
Yeah, people have tried to go through it twice, and both groups failed. We don't do that quest. That's the only quest we've ever tried to repeat, and it didn't go well.
Which one was?
The Rock Egg quest.
Oh, well, let's go around it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What kind of path is that?
I've drawn a path.
We head south, then about maybe a few miles. We
I did it.
Oh my god.
Wait, this can be improved.
All right, do it.
Now we have a fancy little house.
What are you guys? You guys I just. Who built a house like this? This is such an unstable house. Unless it's like built in between 2 hills or something.
It's a hobbit home, Neal. Come on now.
I suppose. Maybe it could be a hobbit home. All right, I'll take that interpretation. I'll back that.
Of course, at some point, the old man just kind of takes that path.
Serious D&D, folks. Only here.
Super serial.
Serious shenanigans.
All right. Do we have enough time for random encounters even? I don't even know.
I don't know, Neal. Do we?
We'll roll it. You know what? We'll let the dice decide.
All right.
There are no random encounters. The next 2 days pass uneventfully. Can you delete your house, everybody? I need to move the man. Fine,
Oh, crap.
I'm just gonna delete. God damn it, Connar! You're the
I
worst.
tried to move him, but I still on freaking. still on draw.
All right. So we're going to take this path.
Why? Just why?
Because we cannot be direct. That would be obvious. That would be boring.
You find yourself at the edge of the Lupin lore. Everyone give me a con check. We'll see if you're there in the afternoon or the evening. We'll just take the average con check or something
Is that
like
a
that.
con check?
Okay, sure.
Con check.
The 95-year-old man is going to have a great con check, Neal.
Oh, fail.
Holy shit! All right, you guys get there
no.
in the evening. The sun is setting as you approach the Lupin lore, kind of basking you in shadows. This backlit forest is quite ominous before your eyes.
You see, little guy, if you want to detect your dark side, yeah. This doesn't look like dark side.
You dark side.
Seriously, you're going to get yourself hurt one day.
Oh, he already has.
One day. You can hurt one day. You dark side. You dark side.
Shut up, Adoy.
I
Smack in the
knew
back
there
of the
was
head.
vampires. And he erases his stage.
Don't worry, I can form a cross with my silver sickles.
No, Rameltian's Lycanthropes. There we go.
Lycanthrope.
Yeah. Yeah, not,
This is clearly vampire music.
Listen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen for wolf howls, we must. Direction we must go, yes?
I have a horn. I could try to call whoever's in there.
Tomorrow.
Oh, you have them on speed dial?
I don't know if they have any special signal. No, I don't.
Well, I mean, you said you could call them.
I mean, I have a hunting horn, so that's a hunting horn. I could.
Oh, unfortunately, that's like the worst weapon in the game. But I'll let you go.
I got that. I don't even play it. Damn it, I got it.
Gotta stick with that greatsword, man. I think I've been doing.
Switch X.
Alright, fine. Anyway,
Anyway, shall we make camp, or we want to enter the scary forest with werewolves and lycanthrope in the night?
Nap time.
We're gonna make camp, but
Okay.
I want to listen for on my watch the direction of if there's any wolves howls coming from the forest, so we know which direction it's coming from.
Okay.
we're getting that. Oh, we're getting our sonar station set up.
So you all make camp and wait out the night,
And
keeping your
whoever-
eyes peeled for lycanthropes. The lycanthrope. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Something like that.
Whoever is on watch, it doesn't have dark vision. I have a continued light pebble, so
Hmm.
Are you going to use your continual light pebble to shed light?
well, it's up to you guys if you want to use it.
I don't need it, but
Well, here's the problem. If we shed continual light, it kind of lets everybody know where we're at.
But we kind of need some light to see. If you make a fire, that's also obvious.
Pull it out if we need it.
King, keep light. You keep light. I keep eye on you. Yes, yes.
If he pulls the light out at all to demonstrate, Remeltine is pulling out a pair of sleeping shades or whatever. You know, like I can't remember the name of them, but you know those just like cloth things that go over your
Yeah,
eye.
they'll make mask for your eyes.
Yeah,
Night masks,
sleeping
yeah.
mask. Yeah,
Yeah.
just pulls out one of those.
All right, we can make a fire. Otherwise, and I mean, he will make a fire. Then
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You all head to sleep. You take your watches just like last time. You have a fire going to keep you warm. The watch order is what again? Remind me.
Big Bad Kane,
Kyla,
and
Rock.
I'll take last watch.
There is. So during the first hour or so after the sun sets, a gentle rain begins to fall. If the soundtrack will play.
I will keep the fires. I will keep staking the fire so it doesn't go out.
Come on, roll 20. You can do it, baby. You can play music. All right. Just imagine rain, okay? Just imagine rain.
Oh, rainy day. A rainy mood. There we
Rainy
go.
mood will work for you.
Yeah.
I can play music for chat, but you guys are going to be on your own.
Oh, during the night, how full is the moon?
Let's roll a d30 to see at what point in the cycle it is.
Well, I mean, seeing as how there's rain,
33.
I'd say no.
Correct. No moon. But you know, because you are a wise man, Tersimadoy, that it is the 18th day of the lunar cycle, which means the full moon has passed already.
And it is now waning.
Okay.
So, I will make sure on my watch that the fire does not go out. Is that the check?
Who had the fourth watch?
I
First
have
one.
the last one. Yes. The fourth watch is the last
Did
one.
Remeltia not take a watch?
No.
The one with sleeping
I was gonna let the
narcoleptic old man.
narcoleptic person watch. Okay, Neal.
Nice
Feels like,
try.
dang it, I couldn't trick him into it.
Neal Erickson, nice try.
All right, so the rainstorm begins to pick up to the point that you guys are having some troubles here. After a couple of hours, it's coming down enough that the fire can't reasonably be maintained, and
I have
without
a
any
small
shelter.
tent.
You have a small tent, then you're fine, buddy. You are golden. Everybody else
I have a sheep.
is wet. Your sheep does not prevent you from rain.
I think the small
mean-
tent, there's space for 2 people, but that's it.
Actually, I have a small tent too.
Then Big Bad Kane is comfortable, and Tersimadoy is comfortable with the Rock, Kyla, and Remeltium are all getting wet and cold and damp and gross and muddy.
The Rock, as always. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's like I could go on all those things, but you know what? I don't need to. Anyway,
He just is.
What about
just
Remeltian and Kyla? What are you guys gonna do?
You think the rain is going to wake up the old man, Neil?
Yes, I do think the rain will wake up the old man.
I disagree.
Are you saying that it's raining and it's pouring and the old man is snoring? Is that what you're saying?
I am very much saying that, Neil.
He's defying you. Defying the very nature of this plane.
All right, Kyla, you
fact-
seem like the only sensible person out in the cold.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the old man tries to yawn at the rain at some point. Get
put the
to
rain to
stop.
sleep.
Yep.
The old man
It pulls a
slowly
bit
drowns.
He waterboards himself.
Oh man.
Kyla, what are you doing? How are you putting up with this weather?
Anyways, well, there's no cover around, I guess. Then.
I
Or-
mean, there's cover in the Lupin lore.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if it's time to go into the Lupin lore, then might
It's
as well.
middle of the night. In the middle of a
Yeah,
dark
it's,
thunderstorm.
whose watch is it?
It's it's 2 hours in, so it's still first watch when the storm is getting uncomfortable enough that you are trying to find a way to escape.
And I think we have to use the continue light pebble at this point for light.
Yeah. I also have a continual light hooded lantern.
Oh, all right. The other two have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, too. I do.
Okay, we don't need to use it.
So wait, that puts who on watch right now?
You would be like just going on watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as the storm.
And then it'll be like raining. Like, hey, Kane, got room in there?
Good.
Thanks, bro. And I like get in the tent.
This is a small tent with like a 6'6" human inside.
Oh yeah, so now you got like 2 6.5 foot tall dudes in there,
Oh my
and
god.
it's
You
really
are
uncomfortable.
very close. You must be
Also-
good friends right now.
Also, there's a lot of pointy things on Bad Can right now.
Yeah, there are
There's
a lot of pointy things
things.
going on. in
Don't
that
you
tent.
have like 40 daggers on you right now or something like that? 40 knives?
Yes, like 40 knives.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
During my watch, I want to now and then stick my head into his tent just to make sure he's not doing anything fishy.
Oh my god.
If he goes closer than like 5 centimeters, he's sure
I say like if he pokes his head in like after the 3rd or 4th time, I'll like pull out my longsword and they're like back.
Whose watch is after me?
Mine.
Then Terson.
Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I'll put up with the rain like during my watch, of course. It's still like it's raining heavily still.
Yeah, lightning, thunder.
Like after 2 hours or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. And then after that time has gone by, assuming nothing happens,
It's just very unpleasant.
yeah, I'll go with, I guess the rock's after me, so well, I guess I have to like peek into the tent and like poke his leg. Your
So,
watch.
so Meltian, you were just sleeping out in the cold and in the water.
Oh, yeah.
He has a sheep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The sheep doesn't matter.
I've got a sheep.
That doesn't
I've got a
affect.
sheep.
It doesn't affect the rain. That's not part of
Yes,
the
it does,
equation.
Neal.
That's
So,
like
Neal,
saying
what's
I'm
the-
sleeping out
You're
in the
saying
rain
I'm out in the cold? No, I got a sheep.
when it's wet. It's cold.
Anyway, Neal. So what's the topography around here look like? Are we like near a ledge or anything? Or are we just out in
No,
the
the
field?
western steppes are flat, very flat. The only real topography would be the Lupin lore.
Okay. At this point, I'll get tired of the rain and like start playing with my tarp, trying to figure a way to set it up without any trees or anything, and it's not going so well.
Okay.
So
What
I
do you
think
do
after a
about
while,
this?
hold on, this isn't working. I see the old man's like, that's not working either, and I think I'll take that obsidian two-hander I have. I'll stick it in the ground a bit, and then I'll like lay the tarp over that, so the tarp isn't just resting on his face, but it's still covering him.
That's very nice of you. He's still covered in mud, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, he's still covered in mud, but now it's not actively raining on him. It's just raining on the ground around him, and the water's still getting there.
All right.
It's just like getting rained on, but with extra steps.
Your watch passes as well, and Tursum's comes up. Tursum Adoy, half an hour into your watch, your miserable, cold watch, give me a perception check, actually.
Okay. Not good. I'm too busy sticking my head into Kane's tent,
To see how the
looking
darkness
his every
sleeps.
move, doing his sleep, and he's dreaming about the dark side, like evil
some-
thing going to
At
do.
some point, a knife flies past your face. Out over here.
Well, I can't ignore that result.
Does my donkey make a perception?
I guess I'm since I never answered, I guess I'm just gonna sit under the tarp. I'm not even gonna sleep. I'm not gonna bother.
You're not even sleeping.
No, I'm not a spellcaster. I'm just like, screw it.
All right, give me a perception check as well.
All right. I'm not that great anyway, but.
You're an elf or half elf?
Elf.
I mean,
Don't you have to sleep like 4 hours anyway?
No, only if you buy that. It's like a special thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right,
Melfian
nobody
has a vivid dream of what's going on right now.
something maybe.
Okay.
Nobody notices anything. Tursum, at some point, you pull your head out from Big Bad Kane's tent, and sitting on a log that you guys have been using for or maybe it's not really a log, but sitting on a little rise that you were using next to the campsite, is a wolf-human hybrid, and it's just sitting there looking at you, maybe 15 feet away from you.
Hello?
I hear that, right?
Hello? You Liecanthrope?
Where are you from?
Berkshire. Berkshire are you from? Yes? Yes? Berkshire.
Where do you get off answering a question with a question?
Well, you said, shut up! And the knife just flies out of the tent.
You lose the knife.
It's just a standard knife.
You Lycanthrope? Yes?
It looks at you, contemplating deeply for a moment. You hear this sort of conversation happening, Kyla. Are you doing anything about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna peek out and like try to see what he's talking to. Do I see
There
it?
is a big hairy wolf man.
Where am I in relation to the wolf guy? Like behind him, to the side.
You were probably... So he would be sort of facing the fire. To the right is where Big Bad Kane's tent is. Across the fire is where Tursumadoy's tent is. And to the left is where Rameltian is. And this is probably the spot where the Rock was sleeping initially before he moved away. So you were in... Whose tent were you in?
I was under the tarp.
You're under... Who's the Rock's tarp?
Rameltian.
Okay, so you're to the left of him.
Yeah.
And then he's looking to the right. So you're on his flank, but his head is turned away from you.
Okay. In that case, for now, wait. Okay, so I want to try to sneak over to the tent that the men are sleeping in.
The tent on the right. Okay.
Yeah.
The tent where just a knife came flying out.
Sure.
So my move silent is 85%.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Quite good. All right. Excellent. You start sneaking out. The heavy rain helps to mask your cover, mask your footfall sounds as well. The creature continues to look at Tursum.
Neal, could I memorize a new detect dark side, since this is
This is like a different day.
This is when I wake up and
I mean, would you have been memorizing spells during your watch? That's a pretty irresponsible thing to be doing.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
yeah, okay, it will be something I will do at the end
Isn't
of
this
the
like 2 days later anyway, though?
This is 2 days later. That's right.
Oh
It
yeah,
has
so
been a whole day.
I do have a spell. Okay,
Yeah.
I ask the lycanthrope. Well, I say, you dark side, yes or no?
Well,
I'm just
sort of
waiting for this thing
gray.
Gray side.
It's more about what you wear than what's in your heart, anyway, isn't it?
Me? Can I make sure you not dark side?
It looks a little offended, actually, and maybe a little hurt. Where are your manners? Here I am coming into your camp, and you have yet to offer me food or ask my name or introduce yourself?
Tursumadoy, my name, yes. Welcome to camp, but we don't know. You
But-
stranger, yes? Stranger dangerous, maybe, yes?
Have I made it to the tent yet?
You have, but that's like the direction this thing is facing. But you
Oh.
can probably sneak around to the other side.
Yeah, that's what I want to slip, or I want to try to wake up the rock specifically.
All right, you make your way towards that tent. You've gotten to the other side, and you can find there's 4 feet, and they're all sort of like mixed together. And it's dark, and there's a tent, and you're not sure which foot is which.
I'll just.
The rock has the fancy.
Oh yeah, he has a spider climb.
Who wears boots while they sleep? That's
Oh,
really
yeah.
uncomfortable. It's
Also,
really uncomfortable.
Really cold if it's cold outside.
I could understand if it, in this situation a little bit.
Give me a D100 on a 26 through 100. You catch the rock. On a 1 through 25, the rock wasn't wearing his boots, and you accidentally grabbed Big Bad Kane's foot instead.
Okay.
All right, you grab the rock's foot correctly and begin to shake him awake.
What?
And I guess the conversation between the guys is the Tersa and the wolf is going on, but I'm like, I'll just try to whisper like werewolf or something.
Shut up!
The wolves are in the forest. Now let me sleep.
The wolf continues to speak to Tersum. Where are you going?
Hmm?
Where are you going?
We go in forest, yes, Lupinlore forest.
Where? Lupinlore!
Forest. Lupinlore.
My God.
Name of forest here, yes?
It nods.
Searching for Liecanthrope we are.
Lycanthropes?
The Liecanthrope, yes? You know this?
It
Lycanthrope?
nods.
Dangerous?
Well,
yes,
I know
dark
where
side.
everything is, yes. Very dangerous. A
you
deceitful one.
You can show us Lycanthrope, yes, we deal with. Yes, dark side he must be.
I can do many things, but why should I bring you where it is?
We good side, one dark side, rest good side.
Gray like me, then, I see. You wear your heart on your sleeve, little one.
You help us, we help you, yes, you want food?
I know where to find food if I need it.
What do you want in return?
Where are you taking the lycanthrope if you find it?
We, bring back to Berkshire. Bring Lycanthrope out of Lupinlore. You safe then?
You planning on wearing its fur? Are you planning on wearing its fur?
No?
So, Rock, you're sort of maybe semi-awake at this point? I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. Question.
I'd
can
say
I
like through the first half of that conversation, I'd probably say something like, "Tristan, shut up! Stop talking to yourself."
Me busy talking here.
Shut up! I want to sleep, you both!
So everyone except for Rameltian is either conscious or semi-conscious.
And then shut up, Bad Kane. And I'll like grumpily get out of the tent.
We maybe have guide you now. Listen closely. You have to be very, very good. Be good side person now.
What are you talking about?
I guess I'll kind of because
Wait.
the wolf guy.
Where'd the wolf man come from?
Hello.
Maybe our guide to find Lycanthrope, the Lycanthrope.
I kind of say, my name's Kyla. Would you happen to be the wolf?
I mean, he is a wolf.
But
Excuse me. I'm not the
someone told
wolf.
Okay, because someone told us about what was it? The wolf? I don't know.
We
They
like
said, just go ask the werewolf. He can tell you where the lycanthrope is.
I'm the werewolf, yes.
Okay, yeah. Oh, the werewolf. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
The-
Not to be confused with the wolf. Very different person. He wears very different clothes.
also
sorry.
not to be
Sorry about that.
confused with just werewolves.
Correct.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Wait. But we just found a wolf. Wait.
No, I'm
No.
the werewolf.
He's the werewolf.
I don't-
Anyway, you can lead us
Yes,
to
he's
the...
a werewolf. I get it.
No, I'm the werewolf.
Just like you're the Rock, he's the werewolf.
Oh, well, why didn't you guys just say that in the first place? Okay. He's like the rock wolf. Okay, I get it.
No, the werewolf.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can lead us to the Liecanthrope.
I can show you where the lycanthrope lives. But why would you want to do such a thing? It's only a creature of lies and deceit.
Someone wanted its head, so they're paying us for it.
Well, we're gonna kill him.
Nothing good comes from that mouth, dead or alive. You'd best avoid it.
I mean, we're gonna kill him.
What if I throw it in a sack?
We could stuff some. We could stuff
Some things where
in his mouth.
nothing
If you
good
say
comes
nothing
out of
good
that mouth.
Yeah, stuff it full of them. So nothing can come.
What if we tie it shut?
Mm.
Moment you give me, I must go somewhere.
Where would you fasten the knot? You would need to not be able to get to it.
Yeah, I start
It's okay,
going
I've got rope
behind.
use.
I start going behind the tent and cast detect dark side.
Sure. You feel a dark side presence. It's around you. It's here in the camp with you. In fact, it's in the direction of the conversation.
God damn it! I am not evil.
You move slightly so Big Bad Kane's tent is out of your way, and the dark side path changes right back towards the tent.
I mean, I'm not in the tent anymore.
So am I not detecting the werewolf to be?
You don't get any dark side from the werewolf, or maybe more appropriately,
It's the gray side.
it's the gray side. It's a little bit of dark, a little bit of light. It's that nice middle ground, the true balance in the Force. Not like those scummy Jedis who are so lawful good that they're going to kill themselves and destroy the world around them in order to purify it with nonsense. Fucking evil bastards. The gray side is the true good side.
So I'm gonna say it sounds like you might have been interested in his furs.
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay.
I have no interest in
so-
wearing them.
Neither do we.
Tell him we tie his mouth shut, and you lead us to him. If we do that.
If we promise to do that.
How can you tie his mouth shut before I lead you to where he is?
No,
No,
if we
I mean,
if
you
we
will-
promise to.
We will lead. Yeah, you will lead us in, and we promise to. Of course, we kill him, and we promise to tie his mouth shut.
Better to remove the whole jaw.
I mean, yeah, we can do that.
Good, good.
Maybe down the line.
That's where the truth
maybe.
is.
But I thought you said nothing good comes out of his mouth.
Nothing good can come out of his mouth if there's no
But
mouth to be found.
But then
If
if we
it's
take his
nowhere,
jaw,
then the jaw, then it can't come out. Then it's not really a mouth. It's just a different jaw.
So can
but
we?
then if we take the jaw off, that would come out of the mouth, and that wouldn't be good.
It would come off of the mouth, not out of the mouth.
But it still wouldn't be good.
Let's just we'll just find it and figure it out later.
How about we just cut its head off and call it a day?
Oh, sure, that's fine.
And then we stuff it in a bag if it starts giving us mouth.
And we burn the body, not the head, but the rest of the body, so he cannot reach his mouth anymore.
Where are you gonna burn it? Not in the woods. You'll burn the whole thing down.
I mean, sure,
No,
we can drag the body.
you can
outside.
make a fire under a bunch of trees and not make them light up. I mean,
I've
look,
never seen a group of adventurers light a fire in a forest without burning the whole forest down. Where have you seen such people?
Actually, he's kind of right. That happens quite often around Berkshire.
Yeah, we do that like on the daily.
Burning
I
forests? Where do you burn your woods?
I don't know about him, but
No, like lighting a fire under trees and not catching the trees on fire.
Dangerous pyromaniac who once was in our party, now in jail, yes?
No?
perhaps, maybe. Anyway,
Do you mean Zen? No, he's neither a pyromaniac. Well, okay, maybe he might be, but he's no longer in jail. He's been out of jail for like almost a year, bro. Where have you been? All right.
How
That's right.
about we move?
I don't
How
care.
about we move on
Yeah, let's
Where
go.
would you like to go?
to
We need-
the Lycanthrope?
The Lycanthrope.
Lycanthrope.
I will not go with you, but I will tell you where it is.
Very well.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have a path we can take that'll not lead us into a bunch of other scrubs that we have to spend an hour each trying to take down?
It's the Lupin lore. You're bound to run into a werewolf or 2 or 3 or 12.
Okay, how do you deal with werewolves then? If we only
The
the
last time I had to deal with one, I killed like one of them. The rest of them got scared, and then I killed another one, and there were 2 remaining got real scared. And as they started fleeing away like a bunch of freaking pansies, I got the 3rd one, and then the 4th one just did not screw with me, or everybody else was with me.
Question I have.
Hmm.
Greatest fear? Maybe have Lycanthrope? Maybe has?
The truth.
All right.
I've got it.
Truth, yes.
Fears the truth. Okay.
The truth dangerous. Very good.
Okay.
Go now, we must find Lycanthrope.
You must go where there are no trees in the woods. It's half a mile that way. Then take a left and go to where the great stone is covered with the moss. And then take a right and go to where the river comes from the ground. And right around where that is, you will find the Lycanthrope's lair.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Stone.
You're welcome.
River from the ground. All right. Have it.
All right, that's that.
We make our way now towards the forest.
A good
Okay.
day.
You enter the forest. And I think this is where we're going to take our second?
Yeah.
Yep.
Third?
Second.
Second break.
Second.
A late break.
Does anyone actually wake up with Meltian?
Second
No.
break.
Nope. Melvin
break.
sleeps through the entire encounter. We'll take
Okay.
our second break here, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye, everyone.